Let's break out, though, our guy Daniel Jeremiah's latest mock draft.
Right.
After Caleb Williams, Drake May, and Jaden Daniels come off the board with the first 3 picks, he has Vikings trading up to draft J.J. McCarthy with the 4th overall pick. So that's one potential scenario. But which team would be the most intriguing if they landed J.J. McCarthy in April? Which one, Peter?
The New York Giants. The New York Giants would blow my mind, but I also wouldn't be shocked. How is that possible? It would blow my mind, but I wouldn't be shocked. Well,
we're going to figure it out. Walk us through
I
it.
think the immediate reaction would be like, wow, and then it would be like, all right, they're done with Daniel Jones. They're moving on. The fact that the Giants are sitting at 6th overall, the fact that Daniel Jones really has 1 more year left on that massive contract before the Giants can exit, and the fact that this is the quarterback draft. I don't think there's going to be the quarterback draft next year, the quarterback draft after that. So if J.J. McCarthy is viewed by the New York Giants as a quarterback worthy of taking and being the future of the franchise, and a guy that Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen handpick, well, then it's his team for the foreseeable future, and he might be there at 6th overall. There's all these rumors of teams trading up, trying to get in front of them. What if they don't? What if JJ is sitting there at 6? The Giants are looking at a depth chart right now of Daniel Jones with 1 year and $40+ million coming off an ACL, essentially 1 year. They've got more years on the deal, but they can get out of it. And Drew Lock, who they just signed on a free agent contract, who essentially came in and said, look, I understand that I'm not being looked at as the QB1 to go into this thing. J.J. McCarthy would be like just a bomb being dropped into that whole quarterback room, and it's like, oh, no, wait, this is the guy. And I question what Giants fan reactions would be, because I think a lot of Giants fans in the Northeast have been waiting for that quarterback sensation since Eli. And Daniel Jones, they have those tapes, but it hasn't been hit. JJ reminds people of Daniel Jones in that he's this great, upstanding individual, never going to say about, like, he's not that crazy athlete. He's not that Heisman Trophy winner. He's the good guy, winner, blue blood college program. Yeah. You could take him home to mom guy. And I don't know if Giants fans want that or Giants fans want, can we roll the dice? Can we go and get Jaden Daniels? Can we go and finally get ourselves a Drake May? Like, when is it going to be our time to get that? So I think the Giants are the most intriguing based on their quarterback room, and I don't think it's the craziest thing if it happens in April.
And Daniel Jones went 6th overall in his draft that year. This would be JJ.
It was considered a reach also.
It was considered I like that. And I said it last week. I was like, I'd be surprised if the Giants drafted a quarterback at 6th overall, and we got posted on X, and the responses were 50-50.
Yeah.
Fans like, what the hell does this guy know about the New York Giants? Obviously, this is just a talking head who has no idea. The only thing we're missing is a quarterback. And then other people are like, we have no wide receivers. Why would we draft a quarterback? So to me, it is intriguing. I look at the Denver Broncos, and they're a team that if he falls to that spot, if he goes 12th and he falls all the way down to them in the draft, where we're like, well, what are the Broncos doing at quarterback? Yes, they have Jarrett Stidham that is still there, but they cut Russell Wilson. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sean Payton, who's going to be his guy? And it just seems like, all right, if it's a guy like J.J. McCarthy, maybe he can mold him into the quarterback that he needs, throwing the ball on time, being accurate. Doesn't have to have this amazing arm, but he can get the most out of J.J. McCarthy and find a way to pull it all out. And I just think they traded for Sean Payton. They brought him in, and now it's about giving him what he needs to run the organization and the way that he sees fit. I think that would be a very intriguing spot. Now that would mean that he falls to them. I don't think that they're a team that's trading up. They don't know that they have enough draft picks to do so, but I think that would be a spot where I'd be intrigued to see what he's able to do with J.J. McCarthy.
We're all fascinated by the next Sean Payton dance partner.
Yeah.
Who's
no doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that he made that power move and Russ is gone, all right, well, who do you want now? But, you know, the question isn't the best fit or smartest fit. It's most intriguing. And I actually am going to go with New York, too.
Yeah.
The Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that I would do the full spit take. I'd laugh out loud, and I probably should do neither. This is exactly what the Packers would do. I'll tell you that. The Jets have a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an injury. Then they have Tyrod Taylor, who I think is in his mid-30s at this point.
35.
For them to go full Packer and again hit Rodgers and say, Aaron, we love you. We're going to try to win a Super Bowl with you. However, you know, we just love JJ and he was there available for us. We need to start thinking about the future. Obviously, the prudent thing to do would be to draft another weapon or draft a lineman or whatever, is to supplement this thing and really, really try this year to do it. And it would be incredible because there's this idea online that the GM of the New York Jets is Aaron Rodgers. And now I think that's probably pretty offensive to Joe Douglas, but he does have a lot of influence. The idea that if the Jets zagged from that and said, we love JJ so much and we're thinking down the road, and again, it's Jordan Love part deux, like that would be unbelievable, the most intriguing. This market, the Rodgers factor, everything, that would be the one for me. I don't know if it's likely, and Jets fans would probably go crazy.
Oh.
But it's not also I think it does make some sense if you subscribe to the Gutekunst Packers model, which is now working with Jordan Love.
Goody. I mean, like, he worked every time. His decisions were really good, and I feel like I like him going to the Jets and the Giants. But for me, I feel like the best situation might not be the most intriguing, but I think that he would have the potential to have the most success in Minnesota with the weapons that he would have. So, like, DJ is spot on with that. You get Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the game, who is still so young. You have Jordan Addison, who had double-digit touchdown catches last year. TJ Hawkinson, Aaron Jones is there now. And then Christian Darrisaw, who's like,
you got two great ones because O'Neal also. So you got two great tackles. But the Kevin O'Connell thing is the biggest. You have a quarterback whisperer, and you have Josh McCown. Like, that would be a great support.
It's perfect. Now, he would be asked to throw a lot more, but hey, that's good, obviously, that he did before at Michigan because that was run first. But then the Minnesota Vikings would be able to have a plan moving forward, because I feel like right now they are just kind of dangling in limbo, and it feels a little bit like purgatory, and I don't know where they go from here, but hopefully it is with a quarterback, and J.J. McCarthy, I think, is a really interesting choice there.
Do you think that we've talked about Sam Darnold before, and that all the football heads love him, and the coaches love him, and the film junkies love him, and the fans are like, what the heck? With O'Connell, like, do you think he has the onions, to take a March reference, to just go into the season and be like, yeah, Darnold, that's our guy. We're not getting a quarterback. That's our guy.
If that's the cards they're dealt, I think they're willing to do that. But it's only a one-year deal for Darnold. They signed a one-year deal for $10 million, so they didn't show the support of, he's our guy. There is certainly a window open for them to take a quarterback. And if you watch the NFL draft, you follow the NFL draft, you've got to look a couple days and weeks in advance. They made a little quiet trade a couple weeks ago, and they picked up the 23rd overall pick, too. You could package 11 and 23 and move up into the top 10, especially for a team that might not be quarterback hungry. So I think the Vikings are very, very viable for J.J. McCarthy.